Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crypto Wolf here, and we are about to get into spider lines. So, kick back, sit back, grab your drink, and enjoy the show. We're over here on the Bitcoin chart, and this is what it will eventually look like. I mean, you can have a lot more than that, but this is the final result. I'm going to delete these, show you how we got there, bring that down a little bit, and just start popping these guys off. If you have not heard about spider lines before, then you're probably not watching Cryptoface. He's probably the biggest one I know that's talking about it. Maybe Evan Aldo, I think I've seen do it. And we're going to get into it right now, show you how to make those spider lines. I know I've seen a lot of people ask that question a number of times. So you need to like repress that arachnophobia, tuck it deep down inside, and let's get into this. Don't be afraid. Trust me, you're going to like it. All right. So what we have here, Bitcoin chart, Heikin-Ashi candles. This is the Coinbase, and we're on the weekly. Now, you want to do it on the weekly. I don't know. You might be able to do it. It has to be a higher time frame for starters, but you might be able to do it on something a little bit bigger, possibly the monthly. I haven't necessarily played with that much. I think I tried it a little bit here and there, and I mean, you'll see it click up a little bit sometimes, but it's going to depend on like what chart you're using, whether you're using Coinbase. You know, we got Binance, what's this guy? Bybit. Pay no attention to that. That's for another day. Yeah, it depends which exchange you're using. Heikin-Ashi, regular candles, you know, logarithmic or linear. These will all have slightly different effects. I mean, for the most part, they'll be pretty much the same, especially between you know, like regular and Heikin-Ashi. I've noticed that, you know, when you're talking on the weekly, your low tends to be the low and the high tends to be the high. But again, you'll have little differences. But what you're going to want to do is go over here to trend line, or if you set up your little favorites, you could turn that on by clicking this little star button right here. Poof, it's gone. Bang, it's back. I got, you know, just some of the common things that I use. Actually, some of them I haven't even really used, but especially in this area right here, things you commonly use. You can drag this little boy around anywhere you want, take him by the ear, and get him working for you. But all right, we got the trend line, and this may or may not already be set the way we want. Actually, you're going to want to zoom in. Oh, and the time period we are looking at, I mean, this is Coinbase. You can see, I mean, this is the whole damn chart right here for weekly. But we are looking particular at this December 2018, you know, through the end of the year, this little end of the year dip right here before we started coming up on this last bull market. And what we are doing is we are connecting tops of candles over here at the end of the bear market to the highest candle close on this pump right here. So again, trend line. And if you're not familiar, if you hold the control key, the crosshairs will snap to basically the closest snap point, which is either the top of a wick, or if you come down, it'll be the top of the body, or the bottom of the wick. You get the picture. So let's say we go right here to the top of this red candle. Click. Snap. Now down to the body top. You know, right there at about the shoulders, if the wick is the head and that's the body. You want it resting on his shoulders. And you can see, if you don't have it set up that way already, it may look something like that. You can double click it. it'll bring up your little options. You're going to want to hit extend right line. And basically that makes this trend line go all the way off into infinity over to the right. And of course you can change colors, line, dash line, dotted. Typically I like to use dotted. I think other people I've seen have used dotted. Do whatever floats your boat. But you're going to do that. And then let's throw a couple more in here. Let's spread it out a little bit at first. Body top. And now if you want a shortcut to do a trend line, you can hold Alt and hit T. And bam, you're in business. And it's just an even quicker way to get to it. Okay, see now, see how these may even be the exact same candle, but when you get, especially over here where all these candles are generally pretty much the same top. What the heck are you making noise about? Got the little wolf trying to say hi to you guys. But you know, when you get close, you'll notice they tend to bunch up, and there's no point in doing that right off the bat because we're just trying to get some, you know, generally spaced out space cadet spider lines coming off. And you can see like this one, we're nowhere near that. What is going on with you? What's up? What's up? All right. She's wanting something. And as you can see, we're cutting through. Oh, look, already we got a couple matches where you can see it came right up to the spider line, bounced down, came right back up again, retested, got rejected. And yeah, life's been kind of crappy ever since. Again, you can see up here, just hugging the spider line. Up here, we kind of blew past a little bit. But again, there's more candles we can fill these gaps in with. So let's zoom in a little bit here. And let's drop some more in. Let's say we went there. Maybe throw another one in here. Throw another right here. Throw it in my Louis bag. Yes, in my Louis bag. I don't know why I did that. These two probably aren't going to be worth doing whatsoever, but let's say even if we came back over here. Oh man, that's like damn near horizontal. It's all right. That's all right. Try this guy here. Now, when you notice they're all orange, it can be a little bit easier if you start changing like certain colors. Like when you're zooming in, you're down here on the 30-minute, 15-minute, and you're only seeing one or two of these. If you do maybe like these 4 were blue, these 3 are orange, these couple are red, or don't use red, maybe, you know, pink or something like that. Then when you're zoomed in, and you know, if you're not really looking at the weekly chart very often, then you kind of know like, okay, we're in the lower section of the spider lines and stuff like that. But just for this example, let's see what we got here. Came down to that guy. Let's flip it over to the daily. Let's look at this. Boom. Came right down to that spider line. Had a hit right there. Kind of blew through. We're still hugging around it right now, though. Came right down there. Candle closed right there. Had 2 hits right there. A little bit of a bounce, but generally we're just, you know, it's hugging that line before it goes for another dip down into the deep side of the pool. Looking like it's about to lose its underwear. Everybody's getting wrecked. Everybody's getting wrecked. Not really me, though. I don't know. But then again, I mean, I missed out on, you know, the 2 best trades today while I was at work. It was too busy, didn't have a chance to do it. But you can see, I mean, we're hugging it here, and it's not always precise, but it definitely gives you things to look at, particularly with like support and resistance. You know, if you are down here on the hourly, you're over here, you're working a trade, or you're looking for an entry, or maybe you're in a trade and you're thinking, oh, okay, if you're short and you're trying to get an idea of where, you go through your support and resistance strategies to mark your support and resistance. But these guys right here, I mean, anytime you're coming down to a spider line, it is definitely worth paying attention to. Definitely worth paying attention to. So yeah, so that's how you do it. And you could play around with it. You could try it on different exchanges, because different exchanges, will wick up and have different peaks. I know I saw an example where I forget when it was. It might have been over here maybe, or might have even been this one, but it was like Bitstamp on Heikenhashi candles, I think. Might have even been linear or something, but I mean, literally like nailed it down to the dollar. And so you'll see stuff like that. Not saying you got to do it on every exchange's chart. I mean, that just, I guess if you want to, but if you want like 10, BTC USDs over here on your list, which, I mean, shit, I got 3 of them right there, plus another one down at the bottom. So, I mean, I got a couple too, but I also like to do some certain different things on different charts, and try to keep it clean. I don't want all my different long-term markups all on one chart. Otherwise, it just turns into a complete friggin' rat's nest, and you end up lines all over the place, and especially if you're using rays, and it's a total nightmare. It's a complete mess, and it literally does end up looking like a damn spider web. But those are the spider lines. I hope that was helpful. If you got any questions, feel free to ask, and stay classy. We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to come find out where the next one's at. Peace.